Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to this edition of the Cricket Happening Show. And in this Cricket Happening Show I'm going to begin with some very interesting news. In the sense this is coming from Australia. Well, the former, the pace bowler, the express bowler from Australia who did yeoman service and stands in level with Glenn McGrath as far as test wickets are concerned, has decided to retire from the game. He has decided to retire from international cricket altogether. Guess who it is? Well, if anyone who could actually equal Glenn McGrath, and probably was looking for an opportunity when trying to go past Glenn McGrath, but unfortunately couldn't, and he had an injury too, and he is also currently playing in the series against England. Guess who? It's none other than one of the pace bowlers who did absolute yeoman service to Australian cricket, and Australia won a lot of matches with Brett Lee taking lots of wickets. Yes, it is Brett Lee who has retired. He's a wonderful person. He gave a tremendous service to the game, as and when our Australians were getting the victories. Brett Lee has been very instrumental in those victories, and as you know, he was one of those feared fast bowlers, and at once upon a time the speed gun was trying to compare Pakistan's Shoaib Akhtar with Brett Lee, and both of them were neck to neck, but Brett Lee really pipped Shoaib Akhtar as far as pace bowling was concerned. Now, but not taking any credit away from Shoaib Akhtar, was also a very pacey bowler, and so Brett Lee has decided to hang up his boots finally for international cricket, because he wants to spend time with his family. He also has injuries, and he says that it is going to open up places for youngsters, and he feels very strongly about Pat Cummins, the up and coming bowler. Well, now just talking about Brett Lee, what Brett Lee did to Australian cricket is something. He was the main strike bowler, so the batsmen used to really fear him, because he was absolutely, it was like he was just bowling thunderbolts at tremendous pace. And as I said, he has been instrumental in a lot of victories for Australia, and he has been a part of the game for Australia, and Australia are definitely going to miss the services. But what a player Brett Lee has been. He has just I would say he has just come from the pantheon of Australian fast bowlers like Dennis Lillee, Jeff Thomson, Gary Gilmer, Max Walker. We all know them, how they were bowling, as you know, in the peak against West Indies. And here Brett Lee, after giving yeoman service to Australian cricket, has finally decided to say enough is enough as far as international cricket is concerned. So wish Brett Lee and his family all good luck, and let them go far. Well, so let's turn the attention now. So I wanted to just start off with Brett Lee's retirement from international cricket. As you know, he had already retired from the limited overs version and 2020 version, but he was only playing test matches. But now he has decided to completely retire from international. In fact, it was the other way around. He was playing on one day and he was not playing test matches. So he has decided to retire from all international cricket for now. Well, so let's turn the attention now. And tomorrow we are going to have the fourth one-day international between West Indies and New Zealand, which has really become livened up after New Zealand won that match very handsomely by 88 runs at Basseterre. Now, for West Indies, they would have definitely learned their lessons, and they are going to play at the same ground, so that is going to be interesting. There would be a lot of runs on offer, and I'm sure West Indies are not going to make the same mistakes that they committed, but what it has done is it has lined up the series. For New Zealand, they have their mainstay, Rob Watling, is not there in the side, and that is not good news for West Indies, for New Zealand, because of the fact that he has been a person who has been a binding force as far as New Zealand cricket is concerned in this particular series. It's Brian Watling. He's not there in the side, which is very sad. So for New Zealand, Rob Nicol, he had a good knock the other day, so he will like to continue the same vein. Martin Guptill probably need to really fire on all cylinders and get to a big score, But the good thing about it is Brendan McCullum is going to be the captain of the team, and that is going to really add a lot of value and a lot of dash to this New Zealand batting lineup, because Brendan McCullum might not be a real answer to Chris Gayle, but he might be some answer to Chris Gayle. So we will see that New Zealand team would be strengthened with the coming of Brendan McCullum. Yes, they are poorer for Brian Watling, but Brendan McCullum is going to surely strengthen the side. And then they have Kane Williamson, who would have probably seen that he was the captain before, but so now he's not the captain. That's passed on, the reins has been passed on to Brendan McCullum. So Kane Williamson might play with lots of confidence, and probably his burden is just reduced. Dean Brownlee might make it to the side, possible. And then Tom Latham. Now Tom Latham is something that New Zealand would be concerned, because he's not been among the runs, and he's supposed to be a very good player. So one has to wait and watch how he pans out. Jacob Oram, well, he has to do all the big hitting, and then Tim Southee come. Now Tim Southee will definitely strengthen the team, because he plays like an all-rounder. He could be used as a pinch hitter, and he can be used in the slog overs, and also his bowling would be of great value. And then Doug Bracewell, the pace bowler, comes in. So looks like the New Zealand composition is looking more balanced right now, with lots of pace and lots of batsmen coming in. So Doug Bracewell will be probably sharing the new ball with Kyle Mills, who has been bowling excellently in this particular series. And then they have Tim Southee to support him, and Nathan McCullum, as you know, is Radhamouse spinner. It's also a very good bat. The other day he got a 50. So let's look at the West Indies side. There should be a lot of runs on offer on this particular strip, as you know. And for West Indies, well, Johnson Charles will open with Chris Gayle, and Chris Gayle, you know, he is such a wonderful player. Johnson Charles is also a very, very good hitter of the ball, so he combines well with Chris Gayle. Dwayne Smith has been like a puzzle. He has not been, he has been he has been getting the runs, but in fits and starts. It's not been a sort of a consistency coming from Dwayne Smith. So that's what West Indies are looking out for. Marlon Samuels, one is a classy player, and Dwayne Bravo, both. Nothing to say about that. If they get going, it would be very difficult for New Zealand. And Kieron Pollard, if he smashes it all the way. And then Andre Russell, as you know, he scored that 43 to no avail, but he knows that he can really crack the ball very hard. And then Darren Sammy, as you know, he's another person who could really have a crack at the ball, and he's also a very, very good economical bowler in one-day internationals. Devon Thomas, who did the wicket, also brings some batting ability to the team. And Ravi Rampal will be sharing the new ball. And Sunil Narine, as you know, he bowled excellently the other day, bowling absolutely economically, and he will also get the wicket. So he will actually be in a position to actually throttle this New Zealand batting lineup. But it is going to be a very good game. For New Zealand, what they have to do is they have to again win this particular match, and square the series, so that the fifth one-day international becomes all the more interesting, with both the teams going for it. So one would expect such affair to come about tomorrow in St. Bassett in St. Kitts. Well, if it happens, that would be great for the game, and great for the West Indian spectators, and also for the cricket fans the world over, because we want excitement in cricket. And the other news, well, I don't have one news that I could cover, is that Vinay Kumar has been ruled out due to hamstring injury as far as the Sri Lankan tour is concerned. His place is going to be taken by all-rounder Irfan Pathan, and I think that is the right move. I was wondering why Irfan Pathan is not there in the team, because he brings his all-round skills into the team, and well, one hopes that Irfan Pathan has a run of luck, and he performs admirably in Sri Lanka. Well, on this note, dear fans, friends and subscribers, I would like to end my cricket show for today. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.